Good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majeski Weather Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your November the 5th, 2025. Well, things looking absolutely gorgeous across East Tennessee and Northwest Georgia for this afternoon. We got another great day ahead for us going into Thursday. Then we're going to talk about some rain coming in on Friday night and a few thunderstorms in with that. Got an update from the Storm Prediction Center to show you. And then, of course, we're going to give you the big breakdown of the big cold air mass coming at us for early next week. So we got a lot to get into here on your update. Now, before we get rolling, if you're new here to the Facebook side of the Talking Live broadcast channel, please give us a like and follow. And if you're watching over on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future weather updates. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look there in Chattanooga for this afternoon. Once again, a brilliantly blue sky across the area with high pressure firmly in control. Same for North Georgia as well. Look at that gorgeous shot there of Lake Chattooga, gorgeous scenery with the leaves changing. And I got to tell you, folks, with what's coming at us going into next week, a lot of those leaves, they're going to be coming down because we're going to have some very gusty winds coming at us coming into Monday as well, by the way. Now, looking at the radar, we are all clear here for the moment. Should remain that way for the rest of the day and again for tomorrow before we begin to see those changes. Regional satellite looking very nice indeed. Got not much in the way of cloud cover. Got a few little clouds up there into Tennessee, but again, not any rainmakers, a few high clouds, otherwise looking pretty good here for this afternoon. Looking at your regional perspective here, you can see high pressure here and control down here across South Georgia, and temperatures are already into the 70s across everybody for this afternoon, shaping up to be a brilliantly gorgeous afternoon. But as we go into your Friday, that's when we'll see our next storm system. It's going to bring us some rain and some thunder. Looks like going into Friday evening. So we do have this. Kind of surprised me that they ticked it up this much. We're looking at a slight risk here, level 2 there, just off toward our west. And you notice we got the marginal here for parts of North Georgia, East Alabama here with a marginal risk for severe weather. Now, I'm not expecting anything too widespread. Maybe some isolated gusty winds, some lightning, some small hail, but nothing that's going to be too widespread. Nor am I expecting a lot of heavy rains with this, but we'll have to watch for a possibility for an individual severe thunderstorm or two. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast data here. So we're going to be looking at the latest here on the intermediate model. It's called the NAM. So we're going to be looking at that one first as we're going to get the latest on this. And we're going to see some of the rain starting to pop in here as we go in toward Friday. So let's go take a look at that model run. Again, watch that timestamp there in the upper right-hand corner. Again, looking dry going into Thursday. Nothing to speak of here. And for right now, the NAM doesn't look overly impressive with anything coming at us coming into Friday as we get later into this run. So here comes some of that moisture coming in from the south. See some of these rains here on Friday morning. And as we go into the evening hours here, going to the late afternoon hours, we start to see a little bit of rain, a little bit of thunder there coming up to the north. But again, this goes to about 7 o'clock. So the main thrust of the rain comes in overnight. And we'll get a little bit closer on the model run tomorrow to see just how robust those potential thunderstorms are going to be. Right now, I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal. It's what's coming in behind it we got to watch out going into next week. And that's going to be the big story there, as we're going to be looking at some significantly colder temperatures moving in here as we've got this big dip of the jet stream once again. Here it is coming right down the pike here, coming in toward as we go toward next week. Again, this is going in toward Monday. So we got this big cold air mass just dumping straight down into East Tennessee and in North Georgia going into Monday. So we're talking about falling temperatures, very gusty winds. I expect wind advisories up. And there will be the possibility of some snow showers and snow flurries, especially over the mountainous areas. The Smokies will probably see a few inches of snow out of this going into Monday and then ending on Tuesday. So that's what we're expecting right now. So get ready for some big changes. So look at your forecast maps here as I go ahead and put this in motion for you here. Again, kind of watch that little highlight there at the top as we highlight the days of the week. Looking pretty good going into your Thursday. Got a weak frontal system that's kind of moving to the south there. Going into Friday, that's when we'll see things change. Friday night into Saturday, that's when the rain chances will be the highest. And then you'll see there, maybe on Saturday morning, a rumble of thunder early, potentially. That's about it. Sunday, we're looking good. But boy, look at these fronts. They're really stacking up on each other there going into Sunday. We got just progressively cold air mass. Look how tight this pressure gradient is in here. I mean, really, really tight here. So it's going to be very, very breezy going into your Monday. So Monday, it's at the bottom is going to drop out. It's going to be plenty cold. Right now, they don't have any blue painted on this map. And the reason why is we're still 5 days out. But the European model continues to insist on some potential snow flurries, snow showers there showing up here going into Monday. And I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. I want to get a little bit closer on this. And then going into Tuesday, just a brutally cold night. It'll be 20s for everybody. And then as we get to Wednesday, temperatures will begin to quickly rebound going into Wednesday next week. So get ready for 3 days of below normal temperatures, and then we'll be back up to near seasonal levels toward the end of next week. So here's our forecast, though, for tomorrow. Hey, great looking day, 71, 47. A little bit above normal on the temperatures there. I think 45 and 65 is where it's supposed to be for this time of year. So we're a little bit above average there. Looking at your overnight lows tonight, mostly in the mid-40s with clear skies, winds near calm for tonight, and daytime highs for tomorrow. A lot of 70s on the map, still some upper 60s too, but very similar to what we saw as far as temperatures on your Wednesday. All right, let's go take a look at the regional perspective. 70 in Nashville, 73 in Memphis, 78 in Jackson, 79 down into Columbus, Georgia, 74 in Savannah, and a little cooler up to the northeast. Asheville and Charlotte getting a little bit of a northeasterly wind there. They'll cool back into the 60s, 66 and 67 respectively there. All right, next 7 days, here we go. Get ready. We have the 70s coming in. All right, so we got that rain chance, 30% on Friday. Best rain chance coming in Friday night. That's what to watch for, a thunderstorm or two. Saturday we dry out, but we're staying warm. Then on Sunday, the cold air starts to come on in here, 60 degrees. Again, we got the series of fronts kind of coming on through here, 60, 51. Monday's temperature high will probably be at midnight. I think we fall into the 30s throughout the day on Monday. Veterans Day right now, 25 for a low in Chattanooga. That's in Chattanooga. Okay, 51 there for a daytime on Veterans Day. So very cold, feeling very much like a January day and not an early November day. And then we're back up to 60, 33 going into Wednesday. So just get ready for some very cold temperatures. If you need to get your house winterized, make sure you check on the furnaces, things like that. Make sure you get the tire pressure in your cars up a little bit, because when it gets that cold, the tire pressures come down on the cars, things like that. Just little things to kind of get ready for this brief cold spell that's going to hit us. We'll call this a winter snap, a little preview, a little winter vacation, because it's not going to last long. We're going to warm back up. It's still November, not January, okay? All right, that's y'all's update for now. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. If you've not given us a like and follow here on Facebook, please do so at this time. And if you're watching over on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. That's y'all's update for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.